Hey, it's your boy, Sergeant Hooked on Heroes, hitting you with another brand spanking new video in this playlist, in this little series I like to call the most badass moments in Power Rangers each season. This is my hashtag Power Month series I'm doing for 2023. A happy Power Month to all, and a happy 30th anniversary to Power Rangers as a whole. Would not be here today as the creator that I am if I didn't have Power Rangers, honestly, to start with. So, today we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Wild Force. Again, there's going to be spoilers to abound here, and I'll be talking about, crossovers and team-ups and details. So if you haven't seen the season, I would suggest watching it and then coming back. But yeah, so Power Rangers Wild Force, overall, I didn't love it when I first watched it. When I watched it when I was younger, I watched it all the way through, so I wouldn't be one of those assholes that said I hated it but didn't finish it. But I didn't love it. And even now, after rewatching most of it and bits and pieces here and there people will bring up, I still don't love it, but it's less so. So I kind of put it in the same camp as Ninja Steel, where it's not offensively bad, but I'm not whoa about it being good either. But it has some moments. The most badass moment to me, it actually comes from the crossover, which is Forever Red. If you don't know, one of the most amazing, more phenomenal moments in the entire franchise happened when they decided to do a crossover with literally every Red Ranger up to that point. Every single one that exists, even Quantum Ranger is in it as well. And they have all of those returning actors for the most part come back, and seeing them all together on screen and morph together was so fucking cool. As a little kid, as a little boy, watching this shit and seeing your favorite color ranger and all these actors come back to reprise their role, including Tommy and Jason and a bunch of the others that you know and love, and be these characters again, it can't be beat. It can't be beat. It's a really awesome crossover. I don't love how they end it with Cole destroying Super Terra with his goofy motorcycle given to him by Animus, who clearly is all about the environment, wants to give him a motorcycle. But overall, it's a really, really, really good crossover. I really love the little in-jokes and references to different things. A good friend of ours on the Henshins and Homies podcast, Daryl J. Delphin, has the entire script literally written into his DNA and can word for word repeat it, every bit of it. But it's a fantastic crossover. It's got some really great choreographed fights, some really good unmorphed civilian fights, some really good morphed fights, of course. They reuse suits from Big Bad Beetleborgs to work as the Machine Empire generals that are left, that are main villains. I love that as a little lead into it, that it's the remnants of the Machine Empire are the villains. That's a really good idea. That's really clever and really, really interesting how they pulled it together. And interesting that this was sort of the basis of what the speculation was of the Power Rangers Hexagon thing. If you want to check that out, go to Sentai 5's channel. He does his own openings about what that could be. Essentially, it boils down to an academy where they train Rangers to be Rangers, which is a comic story right now called Ranger Academy. But at the time, there were ideas to basically have Ninja Storm was going to be a season where it was going to be like a Civil War, Marvel's Civil War type thing between two different factions of Rangers, with Tommy and Jason and a few others coming back and training new Rangers to be the Ninja Rangers. So it would have been really cool, and this was kind of supposed to be the lead into that, with having these people cross over with each other and see where they're at and getting updated. But it's a really, really good crossover. I love the fight sequences in it. I love they brought back Serpent Terror for it, even though it was in kind of goofy CG. Just in general, it's a really awesome crossover, and it really just absolutely blew my mind and set my heart ablaze in terms of being a Ranger fan at the time. So that's probably my most badass moment in Wild Force. I would say, other than that, probably, I do like the finale and how they're willing to fight even though they don't have their powers near the end. That's really cool. And I do like the team up with Time Force. I think that's a really good team up. They really match each other pretty well, team dynamic wise, and challenge each other pretty well. And I love the combination of the monsters, the mute orgs, where they're mutant and org hybrids, I think is really cool. And having the continuation of the storyline with Rancic in terms of who his character was from Time Force, which we'll get there, and kind of, filling in some more gaps of his history was really cool. And I didn't think they were going to do it. Kind of, not really unnecessary, but I didn't know that was going to be a part of it. And for it to be part of it was just cool. Just added more to it. So it's a really good team up. I will say, other than that, not a lot of moments that really jump out at me. Other than that, I would say, like I said, number one badass moment is going to absolutely be the Forever Red crossover in its entirety. Dialogue, fights, everything. Number two will be the finale, the end of the Power Rangers. And then number 3 would be the or the honorable mentions would be whatever I just said. I don't even remember now. Oh, the Time Force team up. Yes. So yeah. So those are my most badass moments in Wild Force. I'm sorry that this is a bit of a shorter video. I just don't have as much detail to give, and my camera's being really goofy and laggy. So if this video comes out really weird, I do apologize for that. But let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of Power Rangers Wild Force? What was your favorite moments, your most badass moments? Did you love the series? Did you hate it? Were you in the middle? Let me know. I love to see those conversations starting and see you guys talking about different seasons and things like that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, the views, the support and shares and you guys subscribing and all of that to my channel. I really appreciate it. This series so far, the most badass moments thing for Power Rangers, has been doing pretty decently in my channel. Probably my highest performing other than some of my Henshin videos. So I really appreciate it, you guys enjoying the content so much. If you guys have other ideas for Power Ranger or other related content you want to throw my way, throw them in the comments. Direct message me on Twitter at RioSoulRiderRed. Sergeant Hooked on Heroes there as well. And let me know. I'm definitely want to be an open community where we feel like, you know, anybody can kind of have their opinion, you know, voiced and their ideas put out there to see if they, you know, are worth it for a video idea or whatever. So thank you guys so much for everything. I really appreciate it. But until next time, stay hooked on heroes. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. And may the power protect you.